Now to a story that has stirred serious conversations in the media and across the country, the alleged coup plot. It all began when Sahara reporters published an article claiming that the presidency is on edge over what it described as discreet plans by some influential figures to destabilize the current administration. The report spoke of unusual political meetings, suspicious movements, and an alleged attempt to undermine democratic governance. Since then, the story has gained traction, with other media outlets echoing the claims, sparking widespread public speculations and concern. However, the Defense Headquarters has issued a formal statement rejecting the reports, calling them false and misleading, and stating categorically that no such coup plot exists. Now, in the same breath, the Defense Headquarters clarified that what is underway is a routine review of 16 officers for professional misconduct and not any attempt to interfere with the democratic order. So this morning we ask, alleged coup plot, what's your take? Is there more to these warnings than meets the eye? I beg your pardon. Are we safeguarding democracy or stifling it? Are concerns about a coup justified, or is this a case of media hype and misinformation? And what does the government's quick rebuttal tell us about trust, transparency, and democracy in Nigeria today? Call us now or send in a WhatsApp message. The numbers are displayed on your screen. We'd love to hear from you this morning. What is your take on the alleged coup that is, out there? So this is really, a very serious issue because it affects the peace and stability of the country. Now, whether this news is true or false, it shows that, there's a bit of a mistrust between the government and the military. And Nigerians are on the edge because whenever we hear about a coup attempt, everybody is on the edge and trying to, find out if really our democracy is going to end at the end of the day. But then let's take our first caller. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I can hear you. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Ravi Salis, calling you from Kaduna State.
Thank you for calling in this morning. What's your take on the topic?
Your topic is alleged coup. So my take on this, I did not support any military to take over. But considering the repercussions, the rising economic meltdown, and the over insecurity bedeviling our country, if the military can ameliorate the suffering of Nigeria, it's better take over. But personally, democratic government is one of the governments that is suited for the Nigerians. But beside all odds, a lot of things happen. This is the perennial problem we are suffering. So the military, when they take over, if normalcy will return to our state, to our federation, all the regions, it's better to take over. Because a lot of people are suffering. Over it, only very few Nigerians are enjoying this democratic government, especially those in power. They are the only people enjoying what is going on in the country. But besides this, more than 80% people are suffering. Take over it, they can ameliorate suffering. But personally, democracy is the best suited. So when they tend to deliver their mandate, so it's better to push out the military to take over. So that is my take.
Thank you for calling in this morning and sharing your thoughts. All right, the phone lines are still open and the numbers are displayed on your screen. Do well to call us and, let us know what you think about today's topic. You can also send in a WhatsApp message. Now, when we, look at this rumor, the bigger picture is Africa in a whole, not just Nigeria, because we have seen, countries. All right, okay, we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is calling from Niger State, Mina.
Thank you for calling in this morning. What's your take on the topic?
Yes, I choose not to agree with the fact that a coup was plotted. Yes, because I feel coup can be plotted in previous administrations when civilization has not even taken place and it was done perfectly. Then now that civilization, many people's eyes have been cleared, have been seen, have opened to see the reality, and they plotted the coup and the coup did not work, then I think the coup was not plotted well. Because the kind of government we are having now is better for us to even have a military administration that will be for the people than to have such kind of administration that people are suffering, crying over everything, over all the basic amenities that we're talking about. So I seriously support if the militaries can come in and do the needful and push away this present government, it will be a good intervention for Nigeria and at large. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless Trust TV.
Thank you for calling in this morning and sharing your thoughts. While the phone lines are still open and the numbers are displaying on your screen, do well to call us in and let's hear from you this morning. You can also send us a WhatsApp message. What do you think concerning the alleged coup plot? Now, the rumors are, one thing, but the bigger picture here is that even in some African countries, we have seen, the coup plot in Burkina Faso. We have seen one in Mali, Madagascar, and then some other African countries. And Nigerians are saying that, we as a country, with everything we are going through, the insecurity, high cost of living, people are not, having enough to go by on a daily basis. For those that, can afford 3 square meal, can no longer afford, 3 square meal. For those that, had the means to get access to healthcare, that means is no longer there. So Nigerians are worried and Nigerians are bothered. Really, if this alleged coup is true, what is the faith of our democracy? But then we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning. Thank you for calling in this morning.
Okay, good morning. Thank you for the very good presentation. On the issue of what we are discussing this morning, my own contribution there is, when you look at what's happening in the country now, to find out that many people are suffering, because more than 80% of Nigerians are suffering now. When you look at the issue of the economy, the security, and what else, even this education, look at how children are suffering now in higher institutions. So things are going worse in this our country. So for the military to take over to be society, is not that we are supporting. But if it can bring clarity to the government and the people of Nigeria will at least get an ease in their life, so many people will support it. Well, it's not that we are going on that. But when we look at the way the lessons are suffering, because the government look at it, only few people that are in this government now will go out massively and vote. But when you vote them to be society, you cannot see any change in your life again. So it's not that we are going to the military. So this civilian government is the best. But when you look at the way things are going to be sincere, so the government has to bottle up and see what they can do to the masses of Nigeria. Thank you very much. And may Allah bless you through TV. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling in this morning and sharing your thoughts. Well, the phone lines are still open and the numbers are displayed on your screen. Do well to call us in and also send in your WhatsApp message. Is there more to this warning than, meets the eyes? Are we safeguarding democracy or stifling it? Would love to hear from you this morning. In as much as, we are clamoring for a better governance, we're clamoring for a better Nigeria. I know that Nigerians are not ready to, go back to the military regime. I mean, democracy is, is what we are enjoying and benefiting at this moment. But then we have Ade on the line. Good morning, Ade. Thank you for calling in this morning.
Good morning, Maimuna. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
I'm okay. Where is our?
She will join us shortly. Please kindly go ahead.
Okay, all right. Well, coup planning. I said it on one TVC yesterday. The coup planning is true. It's not a rumor at all. It's true. Because last 3 or 4 weeks, there's one man in Lagos, a primate. He prophesied it and said that there will be a coup plan, but it will not work. So the video is online. I told the TVCS that the video is online. So I believe this. But they are covering up because they are still doing their investigation. They have arrested some people, according to what we heard. So they are still investigating. Once they finish, then they can tell the Nigerian people the truth. There's a plan by a coup. I know that. But what Nigerians should be praying for is that they should be praying that military should not take over government in Nigeria. Those of us that are older, we know the consequence of military rule. We know the consequence. Because all this will make him out talking anyhow now. Nobody will be able to talk again, no. Nobody will be able to say anything. As a matter of fact, they will become a teen god on the street when military rule. So it's not a good thing at all. At all. You can be in your car, they are driving you. A military man can be walking past, they say, okay, you should give them leave. Say, no, you are in trouble. So, nobody pray for it. We shouldn't pray for it. But the Gen Z, the children of 20, 30 years, they don't know what is military. Because I don't pray for it too. Nigeria should be careful. And be praying that military should not take over Nigeria. I'm telling you, there will be no freedom of speech anymore. You can't write anything online anymore. You can't complain anymore. Not everybody can complain. If military is there, you can't complain, no. So we should be praying. I don't pray for military in my life. So that's my own contribution. It's a true story that there's an attempt coup. Yes, I believe it. I said it yesterday on that TV. I believe it. But we should be praying. And God will bless Nigeria and protect Nigeria. Good morning.
Good morning, Adi. Thank you for calling in this morning and sharing your thoughts. I mean, what we really need now is calm and clear communications from the authorities. We need to know really, is it really true, or, is it just a rumor? Should Nigerians, be at peace and be at ease that, our country will be stabilized again? So we have Shatima on the line. Hello, good morning, Shatima. Thank you for calling in this morning. Hello, good morning, Shatima.
Good morning, Maimuna.
Good morning. Thank you for calling in.
Trust baby. Good morning, Nigeria. This is Shatima Kudima calling from Maiduguri.
Thank you for calling in this morning, Shatima. What's your take on today's topic?
You're welcome. Well, honestly speaking, whether it is true or it's a mere rumor, we are trying to tell a Nigerian government is that they should try and adjust. They should try and be nice to the whole nation. They should try and improve the living standard of Nigerians. So even though some scholars they have said the worst democrat government is better than the best military government. That's what the scholars have agreed on. But whatever the situation is, we are calling for Nigerian government, the present government, to try and improve. Because this hardship, they have started going out of hand. And people, they have become unbearable. They can no longer bear this situation, honestly speaking. Because even if there is no coup, my fear is people to revoke on this situation, because the situation is too much, honestly speaking. Government need to improve. How can you be imposing tax on a poor people, as someone who is earning cannot even feed himself? and you have been introducing open taxes. So the situation is pathetic. It's too hard to bear. So this thing need to be just addressed as quickly as possible. Look at the way people are responding on a mere rumor on a coup. Some they have been even prepared the military government than the Democrat government. Why? Because of the hardship. You see, I say it on other time. When this APC government took over from Goodluck Jonathan, the PDP government, the bag of rice, it was the foreign rice. It was 10,000 naira, which I bought it myself. And today, how much are we buying? You see, all the luxury that they found, they have caged it. They have coped everything. They release hardship to Nigerians. So government need to adjust. Government need to do something about it. Because people, when you see people, they are too patient. Don't push them to the wall. Don't push them to the wall. But by the time they have turned back, you can't imagine what will happen. So things need to be done as quickly as possible. This hardship is enough. Let allow people to enjoy life. Because we have a lot of things in Nigeria. We are not a poor country. Everybody knows that Nigeria is rich. And why is that a very few families that are enjoying that wealth? For what? What is the reason? Because of the selfish interest? You say you are doing Democrat and you have subjecting people into unnecessary difficulties. So something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. Because this is a sign of signal that it was only God knows what will happen next. Things they're supposed to at least lack things. They give people a space, a space to know that they were in a rich country. Let them enjoy. So we are hoping and we are praying for this democracy to last longer. But our government officials, especially politicians, need to address this hardship. May Allah help us. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you, Shetima, for calling in this morning and sharing your thoughts. Just like I earlier stated, we really need calm and clear communication, from the authorities. People need the truth, not rumors, because at the end of the day, democracy is what, we should all safeguard. We should all, work towards. Is peaceful and stable democracy is all we ask for. And, we understand that what we are facing presently now in the country is not palatable. A lot of people are, pouring out their grievances as to, the difficulties that they go through on a daily basis, talking about, cost of living, talking about, access to, healthcare, education, and a whole lot. But then what we should always, put at the back of our mind is that Nigeria is for all of us. Nigeria is our country, and we need to put our heads together. We need to put our hands together. We need to come together to make Nigeria a better place for us to live in. And that is why we are not, encouraging any coup attempt. Democracy is what we know and is what we stand and thrive for. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Abasekong calling from Gombe State.
Good morning, Abasekong. Thank you for calling in this morning.
Yeah, I want to appreciate Trust TV. I want to also appreciate Nigeria that they yes, my brother Shetima said something needs to be done, but not coup. Because I am a victim. I remember we were guiding Babangida that time. I was a junior officer before I became a senior officer. We were guiding the A gate of Dodam Barrack. And I knew what happened. When Oka came, and then they packed all of us to federal radio, detained us, they were whipping us, beating us. And I know the pain, the trauma we had to go through that time. And they said they should kill us. Then Oka said, no, they should not kill this people. He's going to use us. He's going to use us. he's going to use us. We are going to be his tool. But eventually, there was another group that came and crushed them. Just to cut a long story short. I also want to add here that I listened to Ade because I was trying to call that station he talked about. I don't want to mention the name of the station and your station because I don't miss that program. It anchors on security. And when Ade called from London and they said, there's a call from abroad. So the moderator then now had to moderate on the issue. And he was attacking Ade that how is he believing on prophecy? Even in Israel, don't they believe on prophets? You see, what I'm trying to say is that we must shun this act of diversification, because once military comes in, there is big problem. History of the media, they killed Delegiwa. They have killed a lot of people. Those that killed Delegiwa, I know them. What are we talking about? People that doesn't know anything about security. They are promoting coup. Do you know what is for soldiers to take over? Do you know what it means? Nigerians that we have relative peace. People that talk nonsense on media. Go and try it during their time. They will castrate you. So what I'm trying to beg Nigeria is that please don't pray for a military coup. Though I know that this present dispensation they are not doing well, but the president means well for us. But this call for the president, even is a cabinet. He should screen them, and more so, other parties. They now know that yes, the president has overwhelmingly captured every angle of the state, so they can even sponsor. So the fact remains that the president needs to shine his eye. Some of the military men had to be laid down. Look for soldiers that have criminal records, and then expunge them, distinct them, pull them out. If you don't do that, they will continue to be cool. Downsize them, and then they don't need to be seen. I said it on this platform. Soldiers need not to be seen. Once they are working side by side with the populace, they believe that yes, they can continue to seize power. It is criminal to seize power. Yes, this is what I want to say. The media remains the last resort for the common man, which I happen to be the common man. The media ideology and strategy needs to be checkmated, because if not, when they come in, they will stop the media from having powers over accountability and to remain illicit. They will not allow the media to have its say. And then I also want to add here that constitutionally, they will not allow the truth to be heard from the media. Then the strategy will not be necessary. What do I mean by that? It will become a necessity. It will now become so difficult for you to carry out your function as journalists. So journalists should be they should not pray. I am not praying. Thank you, Trust TV. God bless Nigeria. There will be no coup, because if there is, then we will be suffering. We will be heading to anarchy. And more so, some other states will not be happy. Thank you, Trust TV. God bless you.
Thank you, Abasinkong, for calling in this morning. Well, the phone lines are still open and the numbers are displayed on your screen. Do want to call us in and also send us a WhatsApp message. Let's take some WhatsApp messages this morning. We have one from Kizito Williams from Sapele, Delta State, and it says, "Good morning, Trust TV. Please, is proper we all address issues the way it is. There is too much nepotism in the present day Nigeria. The military will bring sanity to this country. The military gave us what we are enjoying today. Corrupt people will support democracy." Thank you, Kizito Williams, for sending in your message this morning. And we have another message from We have another message from John from Abuja. And it says, the Nigerian politicians lack integrity and sincerity, therefore calling for coup. But we don't pray for coup in this country. My plea is for our leaders at all levels to have a rethink and manage the prosperity of this country in such a way that everyone, both employed and unemployed, will benefit from the prosperity of this country. Nigeria is a blessed and a rich country. What we lack is leaders with integrity. John from Abuja. Thank you for sending in your message, John. And we have another message, quite a lengthy one, from Nandi Bete from Ogoja. It says, on the alleged coup plot, with the prevailing hardship in the land, bad roads, high transport costs, taxes here and there, inflation that has rubbished the purchasing power of the ordinary citizens, on ending ASU strikes, etc., the alleged coup plot is not a surprise. Now, truth is that this government is not living up to the expectations of the citizen. Life is becoming more difficult. But with the speed of defections to the ruling party, the hope of changing this administration by 2027 is growing dimmer by the day. Much as military coup destroyed democracy, election rigging does worse to democracy by denying a people the right to reject an unpopular democratic government. In whatever way the defense headquarters may want to put it, with the arrest of those officers, it is evident that all is not well within the military. God help the suffering masses of this great country. Thank you, Nandi Bete, for sending in your message. And I think we have enough time to take more messages. Okay, we have another message from Mohammed Abdullahi from Yola, and it says, good morning, Trust TV. This is a bad development. Let me quickly advise the government they should do everything possible to settle the 35,000 naira palliatives and also settle the issues of universities. The security needs to be addressed too. We say no coup in our country, please. And that message is from Mohammed Abdullahi from Yola. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Emmanuel from Edo State.
Thank you, Emmanuel, for calling in. Kindly turn down the audio of your TV set so we can hear you clearly. Thank you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Please kindly go ahead.
Okay. The problem of Nigeria is not cool. That is just the truth. It's not cool. It's the bad leader we have. The politicians, there's nothing like democracy. Democracy is very good. But the bad leaders we have in Nigeria, they are very wicked. They are very bad. They know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. They are just benefiting from this bad government. Like those people, like those people at the camp, they are looking for democracy. All the South government at the camp to APC. People are complaining about APC. People are complaining badly about APC government. People are camping to this. Okay, let's talk about the coup we are talking about now. The military have been bought. All the generals have been bought. Because they know this thing will happen. That's why they pay them, they bought them out of the system. For them not to complain, for them not to see. People are dying in Boko Haram, soldiers are dying, citizens are dying, and the president is just sitting there implementing tax upon the common man on the street. Right from the day the president came into power, right from that day, I suffered. And my own house suffered started. You can't be able to buy food in the vehicle. People are dropping children in the school. Everything is just going down, from problem to problem, from sinking down. When the president was coming, the wife, I remember the wife said something, I think in one of the states in the campaign, that they are coming to come and help Nigeria, not to come and see from Nigeria. Oh, look at what is going on today now. Are you helping us? Are you contributing? Even the most of the state, the governor that win election, that ring election in most of the state, they are not even educated. I came from my own state. The election was rigged. The PDP we vote into for. He's a Democrat. He has something in his brain to have to against this. But they brought somebody in that don't know anything about the system. So we should think. Don't know that. No, it's not. If food didn't come and the with the workers where we are. So what will we do? The protest started from INEC, professor, the judges. All of them should sit down and ask themselves the way the country is going now. Are they happy with that? That's the election. People like that will be remembered in the future. Go and mark it what I'm telling you now. They will be remembered in the future. But the professor, you will conduct election. You know that it is tired and won. You will go and they will just give you money to go and give it to the state. Look at what we are facing now. People that surround the president has had good mind for the country, but people that surround him, they need their faith. Right from the Senate to House of Prayer. All of them, they are evil. We don't need coup. All we just need to restructure the country back to the position where the country was. I will be very angry, and it will be a painful thing to me that my children will come and make this up and that Nigeria will solve. There's no light, there's nothing. Nothing is working. You will even recharge your phone less than a second, the card is off. Nothing is working, and they are bringing more problems. So please, it's not a military community or coup. Then we just need to think. Everybody will have to sit down. Right from the common man to the top, we must sit down and build a better Nigeria. If not, Nigeria will sink. Nigeria is going down. They are talking about how we will fix Nigeria. They are planning for 2027 to lose. They are planning for 2027. People are dying. People are dying. I just watched the program in your station now. A little boy, no hand, is trying to speak. Okay, somebody like that tomorrow, we have a store office, they will still go and donate cash on it. So please, it's not cool. Nigeria will sit down. Then we should all sit down and ask ourselves, what is going on? Is it the same man that came that promised that we will fix Nigeria, we will fix everything? Is it the same man? The guy that created the matter and put him there. And the matter was planning well for Nigeria and asking Nigeria to be left. But they turn everything around. Look at it now. He's there now. He can't be able to do anything. Things are going on. But when Jonathan was there, Jonathan was doing everything to make sure that things work out. The people that surround the president, all of them are evil. We should draw the bench, we should draw them and work to democratic people and do that can fix this country. I can sit down with him and fix it. That is problem. Not cool. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in this morning and sharing your thoughts. The phone lines are still open. I think we still have some couple of WhatsApp messages to go through. We have one WhatsApp message from Ibrahim Ahmed from Yola. It says President Tinubu was the only opposition governor during Obasanjo's government. He fought Abacha government, but now he's the one that is dismantling democracy. He has allowed Wike to behave as he likes, despite being in PDP. We will not allow an AD politician during his time to be working for PDP. The president should entrench democracy instead of allowing all these defections. Ibrahim Ahmed from Yola. Thank you for sending in. All right. Thank you to everyone who called in and also sent in their WhatsApp messages this morning. And that is all we have for you on our interactive segment.